All right, boo. So today is day 30 of the self-love challenge, where we are showing ourselves a little more love and strengthening the relationship that we have with ourselves. And we have been going at it strong all month long with daily assignments that help you love on yourself more and appreciate yourself more, which is just so incredibly important. So kudos to you for being here. If you've been using the guide, I hope that you have most of the assignments checked off by now, or at least have them scheduled sometime in January. Of course, there's the calendar in there as well. I know that life gets busy. I know maybe you didn't get to do it before, but make sure you do it. Get it scheduled and get it done, because these assignments are going to help you improve the relationship that you have with yourself. And what's more important than that? We have made it all the way to day 30. And in today's assignment, we're building upon what we worked on yesterday in the last video. So if you haven't checked out day 29 yet, go look at that first, do that assignment, then come back. Trust me, it's worth it. Just go do it and then join us right back here. And now for day 30, here's what you're gonna do. You are gonna take that list that you made yesterday, the list of all the things that you plan to do one day or someday when you lose weight or have the body of your dreams. And you are gonna dig deeper to figure out what's really standing in the way of you doing the things that you want and living the kind of life that you want. So I'm going to guide you through some of that in just a bit. And like we talked about yesterday, in this society, we're taught that weight loss or beautification is necessary in order to get to where we want to be, to feel good enough about ourselves, to dream bigger, to feel worthy and be worthy of joy and love and happiness and pleasure and success and all the things, all the good things. And that as fat people, the key to unlocking the life that we want is through weight loss or achieving conventional beauty. Because for whatever reason, it's not possible with the body that you have now, with the way that you look now, the way that you exist right now. But is that really true though? So for today's assignment, you're gonna challenge all of that. So here's how you're gonna do it. First, you're gonna grab a pen and a paper. If there's space on the sheet that you made your list on yesterday, you can definitely use that. Then get yourself into a comfortable position, whatever that means for you, and close your eyes. And closing your eyes is important because you're gonna be doing some visualizing, right? So you're gonna be able to see it better with your eyes closed. And if you're in a space right now where you don't feel safe closing your eyes, just go ahead and bookmark this for later so that you can get it done. But please, please, please get it done. I promise you it's worth it. Now with your eyes closed, you are gonna imagine what it would be like to live that post-weight loss dream life, that someday when I lose weight life. So picture yourself waking up tomorrow in your dream body. We don't know all the details, we don't need them, but some way, somehow, you are opening your eyes on this day and you are in your dream body. Can you picture that? You getting out of bed in that body, getting ready to start your day? In that new body, what would be the first thoughts that go through your head as you get out of bed? What would your morning routine look like? How would you look at yourself in the mirror as you stand at the sink brushing your teeth? How would you look at yourself as you get undressed for the shower? How would you feel trying on outfits as you choose what you're gonna wear for the day? How will you dress yourself? What are you gonna eat for breakfast? In that dream body, how will you feel about yourself? How will things be different for you in this dream body as you go through your day? How will you walk down the street or walk down the hallway? How will you carry yourself? What will the people in your life think about you? Your kids, your mama, your boo thing, your coworkers, your friends. How will people view you? How will it feel arriving at work in your new body? Or going out for drinks on Saturday night? Or going on a date? What kind of people will you surround yourself with and spend your time with? What kind of hobbies and activities will you enjoy doing? How will it feel to finally live that happy, beautiful, fulfilling, liberated life that you've always wanted, where you can do what you want and wear what you want and say what you want and be who you want? Can you see it? Are you picturing it? I really hope that you're able to get a vision of what that could be like. And then grab your pen and take a moment to write down some of the big things that came to mind for you. You can write a little bit, you can write a lot, it's up to you. The level of detail is up to you. But try to capture the essence of that experience and what it was like for you. What kind of words can you use to describe it? What kind of patterns did you notice? How did you feel about what you saw? Were you surprised by any of it? Do you want to see more? Go ahead and write that down. Write all of it down. Capture some thoughts. Because it's a really simple activity, but it can be so eye-opening. So don't skip it, and also make sure that you document it. Then once you're done with that part, we're going to take it a step further. So you're going to close your eyes again and come back to that vision of you in your dream body, living your dream life, feeling good about yourself, having a good time, enjoying all of those opportunities and experiences that you always wanted for yourself. So you're spending time with the people that you want to spend time with. You're doing the kind of things that you've always wanted to do. You're wearing the stylish, beautiful, glamorous, gorgeous, whatever outfits that you've always wanted to wear. And you're walking down the street with a feeling of confidence and self-assurance and self-worth that you've always wanted. You are checking yourself out in every mirror that you pass by, not because you're conceited or fully yourself or none of that, but because you feel good about who you are and you're proud of what you see when you look in that mirror. But here comes the twist. This dream life that you are living, with all the wonderful experiences that you're having, in this vision, you are doing it looking exactly the way that you look right now in real life. At your current weight, your current shape, your current size, your current proportions. I want you to envision that person, this person, living that life, that dream life, being #goals, going after what they want, wearing what they want, spending time with who they want, doing what they want, holding their head high when they walk down the street or walk into a room, liking what they see when they look in the mirror, feeling at home and at peace with their body and in their body. Can you envision that person? So you, in your current body, you roll out of bed feeling the same way about yourself that you did when you rolled out of bed as the dream person in the dream body. When you're brushing your teeth at the sink, you're looking at yourself the same way in the mirror as you looked at yourself in the dream body. When you're getting lathered up in the shower or trying on your outfits, you look at yourself and speak about yourself in the same way as you did in the dream body. You stretch your stuff the same way when you walk down the street, and you carry yourself with the same level of confidence that you did in the dream body. And your boo thing, your kids, your mama, your friends, your coworkers, they all view you in that same way. They hold you in that high regard that they did. And they still see you as that happy and vibrant and liberated person that you've become. And you feel just as fun and flirty and beautiful when you go out with your girls or when you go out for a date or out for a night on the town or something. You still have that same feeling about yourself that the dream body gave you. Are you able to picture that? I know it can be a lot harder to picture things this way than with the shiny, glamorous, sparkly idea that we've created for ourselves and that we've probably upheld in our mind for a really, really long time. When we have these fantasies about what we're going to look like or what our bodies are going to be like or what our life is going to be like, oftentimes we don't see our current selves living that reality, which is why we put it off on the someday when I lose weight or yada yada list, because we feel like we're not ready yet or we're not worthy yet or we're not good enough yet or that it's just not even possible for us yet. And that's something that I personally struggled with for a long time. I couldn't even picture myself being happy in the body that I have. And I was convinced that the things that I wanted in life were reserved for the beautiful people or the people that society deemed to be beautiful based on their beauty standards. And of course, pretty privilege is a thing. Thin privilege is a thing. And there are all these forces and people out there who will try to stop you from accessing certain things in certain spaces as a bigger person, certain opportunities. But that does not mean that you should put off all of your hopes and dreams, all of the things that you really want deep down inside, because I'm willing to bet that you could probably do most of the things on your list, and you could probably do them without having to lose a single pound. Because like we talked about yesterday, what's likely standing in the way is your mentality about your body and how you feel about yourself, more so than what you actually look like on the outside. And of course, there's some situations and scenarios that are exceptions to this. Sometimes our bodies or the size of our bodies do create certain limitations or challenges for us when we're navigating this fat phobic world. So I'm not trying to diminish or erase that whatsoever. It's a very real thing. But for so many of us, the problem isn't what's out here. The problem is what's in here. And if we were able to get our mind right, that would remove a lot of the hesitation and insecurity and feelings of unworthiness that have been holding us back for far too long. Because here's the thing, regardless of what your body's like or what you look like, your body is not actually a problem. Your body just is. Your body is a gift that you were given to allow you to experience life on this earth. You couldn't be here without it. It's a vessel. It's your home for as long as you're here. Your body is what it is, and it looks how it looks. And there is nothing about your body, its shape, its size, its heft, or anything else about it that can actually negate your worthiness. You are worthy. Period. Period. Your body is not a problem. Your body is not the problem. The real problem is that you've been convinced by our superficial society to limit yourself and to dislike your body based on your weight or your size or your shape or how much space you take up in the world. You've been convinced that a larger body diminishes your value as a person and makes you less worthy. And it's not just you. You're in good company, because a lot of us, dare I say most of us, have been raised to believe the same thing. To believe that we don't deserve the kind of life that we want, or that we'll never achieve the kind of life that we want because of our imperfections. And that we won't be worthy of our deepest hopes and dreams until our bodies look a certain way. But just because we've been taught to believe that, it doesn't make it so. And a lot of society's messages are just some people's toxic ass opinions, their feelings that they try to spread to us and teach to us as fact. But again, that don't make it so. And we know that because there are countless badass people out there existing in larger bodies and showing us that some extra weight ain't stopping nothing. It ain't stopping them from having a good time and going for it, going after what they want in life, doing the things that they want, wearing the things that they want, eating the things that they want, enjoying the things that they want, living loudly, living boldly, living unapologetically, just the way that they are, and whatever their body size happens to be. They're taking chances. They're putting themselves out there. They are going after what they want in life and showing that it is entirely possible to live a happy, liberated, fulfilling, loving life as a fat person. So we know it's possible. And these are people of all races, shapes, sizes, ages, ability levels, all the things. There is so much diversity, so many people who are living their version of a happy, liberated life with the body that they were given and having a ball doing it. And of course, that's not all of our journeys. Not all of us are going to feel comfortable living a certain kind of life or living in a certain kind of body. But the body that you have right now is the body that you have right now. And for a lot of us, it's the body that we've had for a long, long time. It may not have been the body that we've wanted for as long as we've had it, but this is a body that we've been stuck with for a very, very long time. And so regardless of what your goals might be in terms of changing your body or shrinking it or thising it or that, and whatever, your life, your business, but please do not put your life on hold while you're trying to make those changes. And please don't allow yourself to be held back by these negative feelings that you have about your body, by these things that you dislike about the way that you look. Just know that no matter what you look like, this fat phobic society will continue operating exactly the way it was intended to, exactly the way it was designed to. This is all by design. And it will do everything it can to place limits on you and to convince you to live a smaller life than you were truly destined for, so that you're never actually able to recognize your potential and make waves in the world. It's all about maintaining the status quo. Let me not get off topic, but You know that by now, right? Like, they don't want us to love ourselves. It'll rock the boat a little bit too much. It'll shake the table a bit too much. But that does not mean that you have to let this society and its wicked ways dictate how you live your life and what your trajectory is going to be. You get one life, one shot at this, one opportunity. And I know for me personally, I wasted way too many of these years in my one life waiting for something to change with weight loss. The weight loss came, then it didn't, then it was reversed, then it came again, then like my body does what bodies do. It changes. It changes. And I spent years, decades fighting that and obsessing over that, instead of actually putting that time and effort and energy into the things that I really wanted. I wasted so much time. And if I kept buying into the things that society wants us to believe about our beauty and our value and our worth and our place in life and what we have to offer to the world, if I kept listening to those toxic messages and believing them, I would have still been waiting for my life to start. I would have kept focusing on weight loss and on changing my body in all the right ways to fit the beauty standard, or to try to fit the beauty standard, because even the standard ain't real, but don't get me started. But I would have been focusing all of my time and effort and energy on weight loss and on changing myself, on changing my appearance to suit what I've been told I'm supposed to look like. When in reality, as a Black girl with nappy hair and all kinds of other things going on, I wasn't meant to fit the beauty standard anyway. Period. Let's be real, right? It was never meant for me. So I could have spent another 10, 20, 30 years living my life that way, obsessing over superficial things like that, instead of focusing on what really matters and devoting that energy to changing my mindset and unlearning all the toxic BS that we've been taught. And if I never made that shift in my mentality to stop viewing my body as a problem and to start viewing my flawed mindset as a problem, I wouldn't even be here talking to you right now. First of all, let's assume that I'd be able to survive this long with that level of self-hate and self-loathing, right? So let's assume I'm alive and well. There's no way that I'd be able to film myself for this channel, recording myself doing all the things I do, eating and shopping and trying on swimsuits and dancing and all kinds of stuff. And there's definitely no way that I'd be able to handle looking at myself and my flaws for long enough to edit the video that I recorded. And I damn sure wouldn't have the guts to post a video of myself to the internet, where people seem to be cruel on purpose sometimes. So, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be here today. I would still be feeling desperately self-conscious and ashamed of who I was, embarrassed about what I had allowed my body to become because I lacked self-control and self-discipline, or whatever it is that they try to tell us. I would still be stuck comparing myself to the other women around me, worrying about how I looked and how people thought I looked and whether or not I was the biggest person in the room. And I would have been chasing yet another diet or lifestyle change, especially with the new year right around the corner. Starting the year obsessing over every bite and every calorie so that I can get down to my goal weight and stop hiding my body under frumpy clothes. I would still be waiting for a thinner Nika to emerge from this fat suit that I've had her trapped in for my whole life, and to save me from the sad life that I was living. And even if I were to somehow achieve a dream body someday, I would still be carrying around the weight of constantly worrying about whether I were thin enough or beautiful enough to finally be good enough. I've done enough worrying about my appearance to last many lifetimes, and it is exhausting, plain and simple. And it breaks my heart that so many women out there are in the same boat that I was in, feeling the same way that I did. That so many women don't know what it's like to look in the mirror and feel beautiful or like what they see. So many women don't know what it's like to feel comfortable in their skin and at peace with their body. So many women are still convinced that their body is a problem and that weight loss and body changes are going to be the thing that save them from feeling so badly about themselves, despite the fact that they've probably been on a weight loss journey for a really, really long time and they may or may not have been experiencing results, but they still have not been able to feel better about themselves all the while. So many women are still fighting this uphill battle, and it breaks my heart because you deserve to feel worthy and accepted and beautiful and valuable and capable and confident and all of those amazing feelings. Because if you're not able to embrace yourself and love yourself and accept yourself, it makes it so much harder for you to feel worthy of the things that you want and to actually try to go get them. And life is just too short for us to spend it feeling uncomfortable with our body and feeling like we have to go through extreme, desperate lengths in order to change things about ourselves, just to tap into some worthiness. You do not have to rid yourself of all imperfections before you are able to feel valuable and beautiful and lovable and appreciated. Life is far too short, and tomorrow truly isn't guaranteed. So don't nobody got time for that. You don't have time to waste. Shower yourself with love and appreciation and tenderness and care. Recognize that you are worthy and valuable just the way that you are. Are you perfect? No, you're not perfect. Could you use some self-improvement? Probably, we all could. But that does not make you any less worthy or valuable as a person, as a human who was given life to live and experience this planet. And you have every right to do it and to have a damn good time doing it in your body, in the body you have now, exactly the way it looks right now. So to recap, yesterday you confronted all those things that you've been putting off and telling yourself you're going to do one day when you lose weight. All of the joys and experiences that you've been missing out on while you've been waiting for your body to change in some way. And today, you've reflected on whether or not it really is your body or your weight or the way that you look that's been standing in your way of the things that you want. Or if perhaps it could be your mindset and your mentality that's been the thing that's limiting you all along. That it's the way you feel about your body that's had you stuck playing the waiting game, waiting to start your life, waiting to start enjoying your life. And like I said, we're going to continue building on this in the next video. So tomorrow for day 31, your assignment is going to be centered around shifting your mindset. And I'm going to show you how you can do that, because this challenge may be coming to an end, but this self-love and self-acceptance stuff is a marathon, not a sprint. In my experience, it's definitely a journey, and it takes time to undo all of the harm that's been done and unlearn all of the things that have contributed to the way that we feel about ourselves. So I'm going to help you come up with a plan for shifting your mindset and changing the way that you feel about your body long after the challenge has ended, so that you can stop being held back by it and actually start tackling the things on that someday list that you've been wanting to do. And again, you won't have to lose a single pound to do it. I mean, lose however many pounds you want to lose if that's what you want to do, but it's not a prerequisite for you starting to live your life and chasing the goals and dreams that you have. Now go out there and love on yourself, okay? And I will see you right back here for day 31, our final day of the self-love challenge. Bye, boo.